Hey everybody, this is Steven. A lot of my friends call me Lupe, though. That's where the name for my channel, Lupe's Lounge, comes from, because alliteration is fun. But as you can see, this is my first video. It's gonna be on this game, Dynasty Wars Gundam 3, if you couldn't already tell from the title. And this is kind of just a really fun giant robot game, basically, because I figured I'd start, since it is July, I figured I'd start with Giant Robot July kind of month, and kind of just start this channel that's going to be a mix of reviews, kind of let's play type stuff, and a lot of just kind of finding games that I really like and talking about them, really, you know, whether they're older games or newer games. And that's kind of a short introduction to me and what I kind of want this channel to be about. But now let's talk about this game. This game is made by a company named Koei, and for those of you who don't know, they also make games like Dynasty Warriors, Samurai Warriors, they've made Nobunaga's Ambition, Kess, and stuff like that. And this whole Dynasty Warriors, Samurai Warriors, and Dynasty Warriors Gundam are kind of this really fun hack and slash type of gameplay. There is a little bit of RPG elements into it, in that your characters level up, and as they level up, their combo chains can increase. You know, you get more attacks and things like that, and so that's kind of the incentive to play certain characters a bit more and everything. So really, it is kind of an action RPG a little bit, simply because you do level up your characters. But mostly, if you're thinking about this game, it's just going to be the hack and slash element that you're talking about. Now, you probably saw at the beginning of this video there was a character selection screen, and that's kind of, if you are a Gundam fan, then you'll know a lot of those characters, and there's even more than I probably showed you. On that, there's a lot more, and I hadn't even unlocked them all on this game save. But it's an interesting concept, because this is one of those kind of crossover games where they basically take a lot of different series, and kind of throw them all together into one game and have the little, oh, let's see how this works, or whatever, and then each character, there's the characters that they have, and then there's also, you can unlock different mobile suits, which are the robots in here, the mechs, to use with each character. And you can also build other variants of things to make them, have like a stronger version of whatever mobile suit that you're currently using, basically. But yeah, and talking more about what's actually going on right now, for those of you who haven't played this game, the bars in the top left, the blue one that's going down right now is the boost bar, and then if you let it go down all the way down, it overheats. That's just kind of, your jets and everything. The teal bar on the top is your health bar, and then the purple bar is your special gauge, or if you're familiar with Dynasty Warriors, you might call it a Muso gauge, because that's your kind of your super attack, which for this guy is the kind of double beam cannon over his shoulder attack that you might have seen me do a little bit earlier, and he's doing it right now. And that trapezoid is kind of your partner. You can have a little partner strike come in to help you out every so often. And that guy that just popped up, that's the boss of the level. Once you've taken over the enemy HQ, the boss will appear. And most of the time, it's just a souped up guy, kind of in normal armor. But occasionally, you'll fight giant enemies. Which, for those of you familiar with the series, with any Gundam series, you'll know kind of what they do. You'll fight things like the Big Zam and other mobile armors and Psycho Gundam and stuff like that. But for those of you not familiar, basically with these giant enemies, you will fight them to a point where you basically get them on the ropes, and then you hit them at certain joints or whatever, and you break that specific system. And you have to do that usually like 4 to 5 times before they finally get a health bar, and then you can actually kill them. And that's how the giant battles work in this game. And they're pretty fun. And then also, you'll see this little link that I have between my little friend here that shows that you can do a double Muso attack. And I think you're about to see it happen, but it's just basically a souped up version of your normal Muso attack, and you do it in combination with somebody else. And yeah, and then after this, you kind of get this screen. It'll just be like, hey, da 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 da, you won. And in here, you see, you kind of counts up your experience, and this guy's already a pretty high level because I've played him a lot. And then you unlock plans every time you unlock plans for what you are, a single plan, and then plans for everything that you've killed. And then it goes on to and then you can hold 4 of them at a time, and then and each plan will be a different ranking of, it has such and such amount of abilities versus the plans that you already have, and you can sell them to get money, and then you use the money and the plans that you keep to build new suits, or new versions of the suits, I should say. And then here you can see they do have some pretty fun cutscenes. Just trying to capture, I guess, some of the moments from the shows themselves. Kind of capture that same feel, but with CG, with computer animation stuff. And here, this is another battle where I'm actually using the Unicorn Gundam, for those of you who actually know who these characters and their movesuits are and stuff. But the real fun of this game, I think, comes from you can enjoy it definitely if you want some giant robot smackdown type stuff, but a Gundam fan would probably enjoy this a bit more, just because you're getting to pit your favorite mobile suits, your favorite pilots, either against each other or have them team up, and just see, because there is something of a story in this. Of course, it's up to you how much you pay attention to it, because it is one of those crossover games that's a bit, maybe a bit iffy on the story. Not necessarily bad as a story, but not great, I should say. And it's kind of, if you played any sort of crossover game, you kind of know what's going on. There's some kind of either really simple or surprisingly convoluted kind of subplot of there's something that's out of the control of all of these characters, and they just happen to be in the same place. When it comes to series like this, where all the characters actually exist in different times, as opposed to there are some crossovers, like the recently released Project X Zone, which kind of has a lot of characters live in the real world, quote unquote, and so they actually kind of know who each other are and stuff. But there is kind of this otherworldly aspect to it as well. But that's not how this works. And you kind of see a little bit of that. And so this is going to kind of conclude my little ramble for my first video and for Giant Robot Month, as it were. I figure I'll stop talking now because I'm kind of rambling at this point. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. If anyone actually watches this, let me know what you think. Anything that I could do better, anything that you liked. Let me know if you have any ideas for other things that I should play. Like I said, July is going to be Giant Robot July, and so there will be at least 3 other games that I do these kind of review / talk over gameplay type deals. And so yeah, thanks for watching.
Gods have abandoned us. We humans must find something better to replace them.